The Sign of the Times, episode 655, from an undisclosed nearby pet store, where there's a lot of trees around. Beast Barnett can get into his botany books and identify those trees after he reads today's Seattle's Time, which will have a lot of interest to him. He's going to be very interested in today's Seattle Times. For the people that love the snaps, there's Chicken Bob and Chicken Rob. So Chicken Bob and Chicken Rob both read today's Seattle Times. They knew instantly Beast Barnett would be very interested in that issue. And then he can identify the trees that are nearby. Current book I'm reading, Surely You Can't Be Serious, The True Story of Airplane, by David Zucker, Jim Abrams, and Jerry Zucker. Jim Abrams just passed this week. Just this week he passed, right after I got this book from the library. It might be one of Stompin' Steve's all-time favorite books. I'm going to say in his top 8. Here's a JB Moonshine t-shirt. You can probably get JB to bring you a shirt like this if he doesn't get a flat tire in Chehalis. He gets those on a regular basis. I've never seen one man have so many flat tires in Chehalis in my entire life. Demon and Bunny coffee, a delicious, delicious coffee. A newer CAC program, but not this year's because nobody brought it to me. An older CAC program, which I do have because Coach thought to get me a program. The X, where you can follow me, but not literally, because that would be creepy. You can follow me on the X, much like Oregon Pro Wrestling School does, much like Jessica Carr does. WWE official, she follows me on the X, but not literally. I'm not looking over there at those trees and she's hiding behind them. Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, which you may be watching right about now. Hopefully while subscribed to the YouTube, let Stompin' Steve get his sneezy head. Jakari Frost autograph photo. There's the map of the Point Defiant Zoo. I don't know if Jakari Frost has ever been to the Point Defiant Zoo, but possibly he has. Book I got for QT out of a little free library. He's gonna love this. He'll probably read this and he'll turn to page 142 and he'll meet Sweetwater Lager and he'll make a quart of that perhaps. Maybe he'll have it with some sweet potatoes. RWA flyer. RWA will be back in the new year, 2025. Autograph picture of Seymour Schnupp, proud member of the Gouge roster. No word on if he would like Sweetwater Lager or sweet potato pie, but possibly he would have both. There's a picture of old Ken Hamlin throwing the rock through the McDonald's. He's probably got his rock primed and ready to throw through the window of any Washington general that were to beat the Harlem Globetrotters. Old Ken Hamlin, one of the biggest Harlem Globetrotters fans you'll ever meet. He probably has watched both animated series and the live-action variety show that they had. He's a big fan. I got a picture of Kevin Sullivan. He may have gone to some Globetrotter games in his day. I don't know, and I can't confirm now. Picture of All Freakshine and John Lennon before the massive fallout. We confirmed last week. Paul still hasn't listened to music. There he is with Wonderful Zach. There he is with his whole freak show. There he is with his sneeze, Casey Carlisle. Back when CaseyCarlisle.com was around, you could get those. If you were old enough, you could have got some of those. If you love large title belts, those were available. Those were an option. If you were smaller. If you love pillows like QT Vokes does. If you love the Valkyrie title. If you liked her a little bit sultry. Or in school. Or after graduation. Large title belts. Walls of belts. There she is, angry. Other members of Team Bad Knees. Not a single solitary good knee in that entire bunch. Not one good knee. Well, this week it's a busy week. Sunday, on Turnbuckle Turmoil, we kick off Children of Pro Wrestlers Month. We have Debbie Dahmer. We're hoping the third time will be the charm to get Debbie Dahmer on. She's the daughter of Chief White Owl, a prominent star in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So we'll talk to her, get her story, and kind of discuss her dad's day in the business. Coach will probably ask what her favorite coffee to drink is. He may want to know what concerts her dad saw before his passing on Monday. Pretty much looking free. Tuesday, not much going on. Wednesday, a whole lot of nothing. Thursday, maybe I'll watch some old episodes of Flo. That was a show that was a spin-off of Alice. It sure was. It had Flo open up her own bar in Texas. And then a cast of characters came in, including Jeffrey Lewis, who played the barkeeper. It was a show that lasted for like a season. I'm sure it's one of the top 37 shows of all time with Curt Phares. He probably watches it every other week. On Friday, that's when we have Steve Verame on the show. He is the author of several wrestling-related books, including one on Gene Kiniski and one on George Gordienko. He's also a historian of pro wrestling, so we're going to discuss what he's done in the business. So to review, from this undisclosed pet store over here, where there's some trees around, on Sunday, that's when we have Debbie Dahmer for Children of Pro Wrestlers Month to kick off. Monday, that's free. Tuesday's open. Wednesday, not much of anything. Thursday, I'll watch some Flow. That was a good one. Then Friday, Steve Verame will be on the show. I'm sure old Ken Hamlin has read most of the books he has written. But pretty much episode 655